E-Man Mobile Gaming here, and I'm here with Kyle. Say hi.
Hi.
And basically, so today we are starting a new series on Terraria. Let me pause it so the day doesn't keep running. This has been something we've been thinking about for like a couple days now, and we've been planning it out. And it's this challenge, and we're gonna and I need to build a 10-story skyscraper for our NPCs to live in before we even start anything. And I'm gonna be reading off the rules to me and him are gonna be taking turns reading off the rules to you guys as we are going. As I'm building this. So I'll start with rule number 1, and then we'll switch off. And before we start, there's a block right here that's one block above the others. That is where I spawn, so that's going to be the dead center. So I'm just going to start chopping down some trees, and I'll start explaining the rules. So, rule number 1. Oh, wait, okay, first off, so there's going to be a system of points. Whoever has the most points when we beat the game wins. Points will be awarded. I'll worry about it as we go. So rule number 1. The tower in the center is a safe zone, as well as in between the markers. Safe zone is where we can't kill each other. As we're going to turn PvP on once we start.
Yep.
Kyle, read rule number 2.
You can only use magic mirrors when you're on your side of the map. So we're going to be dividing it into 2 sides of the map. I'm going to be on the right side of the map. Ethan's going to be on the left. It's going to be red, blue.
That's why my character. His character's going to be all blue.
And so, yeah, you can only use a magic mirror when you're on your side of the map, because, well, you'll see later on in the rules why that.
Alright, I gotta collect a lot of wood for this. Alright, rule number 3. You can only collect another player's loot if killed on their side of the map. So you can try and raid someone else's base, because we're going to be building our own bases. You can try and raid the other player's base, and if you go over to their base and you kill them... Hold on. If you go over to another player's base and try to raid them and they try to stop you and you kill them, you can't take their loot. But if you go over to another person's base and they try to stop you and they kill you, they can take your loot. That's how that works. So,
alright, rule number 4.
Yeah.
When raiding another player's base, you can only steal half of their items/money. So you can only steal up to half of everything the other person owns, so that you don't get it completely unbalanced and then you just have everything the person owns.
Yes, alright, hold on, let me just count something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, that's 9. I'll start building up here. Alright, so rule number... What rule are we on?
5.
Rule number 5. Points will be awarded at each boss battle. I'm also going to read rule number 6 because that goes by this. So each boss battle, that'll be like a marker. We'll add points up for that. Points can be awarded for successfully raiding the other person's base. So the parameters for that are, you go over to the other person's side, get into their base, take stuff from them, and get back to your side without using a magic mirror, and you do that without getting killed. They can catch you, but if they don't kill you and you get back to your side, then it counts. You can also get a point for successfully defending your base. So if, say, Kyle comes over to my side and tries to steal stuff from me, but I find him and I try to catch him and I kill him, I will receive a point for that. And being the first one to reach a milestone. So if it says, like, this player killed the first slime, 50th slime or whatever, then that's a point for that. Kyle, read rule number 6 while I'm focused. No, read rule number 7.
Okay, so rule number 7 is... If you attempt to raid a base but are fought and killed, you must return all loot and money stolen.
So, that's kind of self-explanatory, but, oh, what have I done?
So, basically what that means is, if you are raiding another person's base and you get killed while raiding it, you have to return everything you stole.
Yep. Alright, I'm back, and Kyle has now joined, so you can see we are red and blue. Yep. And once this is done, I will be turning PvP on.
Stupid guide. Wasn't the zombies.
So we have a little house built. We're going to work on this. We won't start the challenge until the skyscraper is built. It's going to be 10 stories, so that way as soon as an NPC needs to move in, they can just move in instantly. Alright, where were... right. Rule number 8. Breaking a rule will result in the loss of a point. So, unless it's like... yeah, pretty much that's... I don't need to go into any more detail on that. Read rule number 9.
Rule number 9 is a temporary truce will be called for boss fights. So when we're fighting a boss together, we'll turn PvP off so that we can just fight in peace together.
Okay. rule number 10, on the side of each of the skyscraper will be a house. So like on the left side of this skyscraper there'll be a small house, and then on the right side there will also be a small house, but it won't have the requirements for an NPC, so they don't accidentally move in there. And there's just going to be a chest in each one of them, and that's where we can put requested items. And the requested items thing, Kyle will elaborate on that with Rule 11.
So Rule 11 is players can request other items from the other player, but the other player does not have to give them those items.
Okay. Alright, rule number 12. Players can request a meeting where trades can be discussed. So if me and Kyle agree on a meeting, we will both come to the tower, and we will discuss what trades we want to do. Read number 13, Kyle.
Okay. Rule number 13. Players can trade with items or buy things with money. So when you're trading someone, you can either give them items that you have that they would like, or you can give them some of your money to buy what you want.
All right. And the 14th and final rule so far. Actually, there's 15. I forgot to put a 15 on that one though. So the 14th rule and the 15th rule, they go together. So I'll just read both of them. So rule number 14. Whichever player has the crimson or corruption on their side, obviously that would be on an unfair advantage if the other player couldn't go get anything from the crimson or corruption. So they can ask to be taken over there, which means like say Kyle has the crimson. Let's say there's crimson. Kyle has the crimson on his side, and I want to go over and kill some stuff in the crimson or something like that. I can request to go over there, and I will give him my tablet, and he will take me over there without me looking, and then give it back to me. And rule number 15 is while you're there, you cannot leave the crimson or corruption. So that's all the rules for this. And so me and Kyle are going to build a skyscraper. This is going to go up as a separate video, and we'll start our first episode once we are done with building the skyscraper. So we'll see you then.